Good day, everyone. In this video, we'll continue exploring why we need gears. Is it to adjust the vehicle's speed? To increase the engine's internal efficiency? To improve the vehicle's fuel efficiency? To adjust the output torque available at the wheels? Or to increase the engine's power output? We already discussed some of these in the previous video of this series. In this episode, we'll focus on the remaining questions, using a simplified engine and a simplified gearbox to visualize what's really happening. Okay then, let's dive in. For this episode, we've mounted our simplified engine onto a roadster, which we'll use for a few road trials. Most importantly, we'll explore how fuel economy changes across different gears. Take note, the car starts with a full tank of 50 liters. That number will become important shortly. Next, let's take a look at the gearbox we've attached. In real-world transmissions, gear shifts are smoothed out using a synchronizer mechanism, a hub, ring, and sleeve system that prevents gear clash and reduces wear. But for clarity in this demonstration, we're using a simplified sliding mesh setup, where gears physically slide into contact. It's not how modern cars shift, but it's more than adequate for our demonstration. You'll also notice our dashboard features a speedometer, an RPM gauge, and a panel that displays the vehicle's fuel efficiency under the current gear. All right then, we're ready to kick off our road trials. Let's hop into the driver's seat, shift into first gear, and hit the road. As we pick up speed, keep an eye on the speedometer, the RPM gauge, and the red marker on the dashboard fuel efficiency plot. Notice how, as engine RPM climbs, fuel efficiency improves, but only up to a point. In first gear, our demo engine reaches peak efficiency between 2,000 and 3,000 revolutions per minute, which corresponds to a road speed of about 10 to 20 kilometers per hour. Beyond that, watch how fuel efficiency drops off sharply. Right now, the engine is revving like a jet turbine at 5,000 revolutions per minute, and yet in first gear, we're barely hitting 50 kilometers per hour. All right, we've just maxed out the speed in first gear. Now it's time for our first road trial. Let's see how much ground we can realistically cover. What happened? Why is the buzzer on? Are we out of fuel? Let's bring the vehicle to a quick stop and check what's going on. The fuel gauge says we're empty. Just to be sure, let's check the fuel tank. And there you go. We're out of fuel. So, just to cover 150 kilometers, we've burned through 50 liters. That's only 3 kilometers per liter. So there you have it. Our roadster just matched the fuel consumption of a small plane. That's right. Burning 50 liters to cover just 150 kilometers puts us in the same league as small two-seater aircrafts. Not exactly the kind of fuel consumption you'd want for a Sunday drive. And that right there is the bane of first gear. Even though it delivers serious torque, great for hauling heavy loads, it however guzzles fuel like there's no tomorrow. And on top of that, what a perfect place to run out of fuel. In the middle of nowhere. Luckily for us, however, we've got a reset button. So let's rear on this road trial. But this time, we'll shift gears at the right moments. Let's see how much better we can do. Note that every engine has a range of peak fuel efficiency, and in our roadster, it's roughly around 2,500 revolutions per minute. Thus, if we can keep the engine operating in this range, its fuel efficiency would be best. And we can achieve this using gears. Think of each gear as a translator between engine RPM and road speed. And observe how we are now shifting to a higher gear every time our engine is about to leave the high fuel efficiency zone. That's why smart gear choice matters. It's not just about going faster. It's about keeping the engine in its peak fuel efficiency zone. Thus, each gear maps the engine's peak fuel efficiency range to a different road speed range. And now, we're running the vehicle in fifth gear at a road speed of about 100 kilometers per hour. In our roadster, this is the gear and speed that delivers the best fuel mileage. It's also a good moment to remind ourselves that exceeding 100 kilometers per hour can be quite risky, especially in the event of a head-on collision. Check the description for a few YouTube links that clearly demonstrate this. Now, getting back to our test, let's see how much ground we can cover in this gear and speed configuration. And how about that? We've managed to cover around 1,000 kilometers with just 50 liters of fuel. That's about 20 kilometers per liter, a really impressive mileage. And we achieved this through proper gear shifting and by keeping the engine in its optimum fuel efficiency zone. And there you have it. And to conclude this video, let's bring back our questionnaire. Why do we need gears? In this presentation, we saw that gears can be used to change vehicle speed. So answer 1 is correct. Answer 2, however, is not correct. Using gears does not change the internal characteristics of the engine. An engine's internal efficiency is determined by several factors, which we have highlighted in the pinned comment and video description. And answer 3, as we demonstrated in this video, is correct. Proper usage of gears does increase the fuel mileage or fuel efficiency of the vehicle. And that brings us to the end of this video. If you did enjoy the content or found it informative, do give us a like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. And see you in our next video.